Project templates are the blueprints for our projects. So when we launch our projects, it takes a copy of those gateways, approval users, and so on, and creates our project to run. So what we're doing here is we're designing that project. So at the top of the screen here, we've got all of our details about the project template, and we can edit those by clicking edit. Also next to the edit button, we have a drop down where we can do view change history. That'll tell us who did what and when. Further down, we can see we've got our import tab where we can download an Excel template, fill it in, upload it, and it'll create all of our gateways and all of our actions automatically. We have our default team. So if we know who is going to be in what role when we first launch our projects, we can set that here. You don't have to, but you can. And then we've got our project cancellation reasons. So why might this get cancelled? So you can add your reason. Customer changed their minds. Click create. There we go. So you can add multiple reasons there. Now on to the important bit, gateways. So we click add new gateway. What's the label? So the label would be analysis. How many days? 7 days. What's the purpose of the analysis? Understand why and what we want to create. So our first gateway then comes down here as gateway 1 analysis, and we can create more gateways. Gateway 2 could be design, define the video, and so on. And you can add multiple of those gateways. The next step is to add an action. So we click on add action to this particular gateway that we've got selected, and we pop in our question. So it could be, where are we filming? And then we assign that to a particular role. So we could have IT. So all 3 people could be the owners, or we could have a different owner. We could put in how many days that might take. That's optional. And we can put in there an optional action group. So the optional action group is a way of saying only add these actions on request. And if you give multiple actions the same name, such as hire a film crew, give them all the same name, then there'll be one option drop down at the bottom, which will say hire a film crew. And that will pull in all those additional actions. So it's nice to be able to have that flexibility to only add actions if they're needed. We then have our depends on. So what we could do is say that this question doesn't become applicable until the previous question has been completed. So when you're ready, click complete, create. Oh, sorry, just to mention, you don't need to set that. It's only if it does depend. We click create. And there we have it, a new record. We also have this thing called resources here. You click on that, and at the moment you can only upload a file or link to an external resource. But in the future we will have the option to be able to attach or link to the document management system. So you use the power of the document management system in conjunction with this. And then what that does is it gives that person who's completing that action all of the resources to do that job. So if there's an SOP, if there's a form, or if there's any information to make that job easier, put it in there, attach that file, and then close that, and it will show a number. Over on the right hand side, we've got our approvals. So these are the people who are going to approve moving from this gateway onwards. So gateway 1 to gateway 2, and then from gateway 2 to completion. So we click add approval, and let's say account manager, and now account manager's there. So once all of your questions and gateways are set up, you may want to assign particular people to particular roles. However, only do this if you know that they're not likely to going to be changing, or make sure you come into these project templates and update them if they do change. So we could say that the account manager is always that person. Click add, and there we have it. 2 of those, and when you create your project, it'll automatically fill out that team with those people. So that's updating the project template. And as I said before, this template is the blueprint. So all these questions, all these approvers will get transferred to the project when you launch it. And when you launch the next gateway in that process, it will pull in the next gateway from the template.